I'm going to go ahead and start working on the bottom third part with the weavers, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the mason jar in there for a little while. So it kind of helps kind of keep the shape, hold the shape till we get started. But just the main thing with the weavers is it works just the same as when you're doing the rawhide. It's over one, under the other. Sometimes if you've got a knot right where you, or a joint right where you get started, it's a little tricky getting it, so you might have to trim it. But I'll leave the first, when I first start off, this first piece, you want it underneath a rib. So you'll start it underneath, and you can always come back and trim these if need be. Being that I've got a joint right here, I'm going to go ahead and let him stick out just a little bit. And then basically you just start to turn this way, maybe you can see it a little better. But I'll go out and get my rib that I want to go under and work my weaver underneath that. And then go to the next one. The thing is, it'll as you start adding your weavers, it'll have a tendency to either start to bow out, or if you pull your weavers too tight, it'll pull in. So you got to watch your watch how hard you're pulling or squeezing with the weavers. It's not bad if you get towards the top of the quiver and it bows out a little bit. That actually doesn't look too bad. But you don't want it to start bowing in on you. I'm using this first weaver that I'm working on. It's about 7 foot long, and it'll probably go around 2 or 3 times. And at that point I'll kind of stop and see what my shape looks like, and get another weaver and start in again. So I'll get a couple of rounds on here, and then I'll show you again what it's looking like. Okay, here's the end of the first weaver. You can see it sticking out, and this is the rib that last one to come over, and so here's the one underneath that I wanted to be under. So basically I lay it over the top of it and cut it just a little bit short of what it'll be on the back side. So I'll just snip it. Snip him off. And then all you do is just push it up underneath. And there it's locked in. So now the next one, it'll start underneath the last one that left off and come over the top, and we'll continue on again. I'll add another weaver on. That was just one weaver that we just added on. And you can see it's kind of dark green at this point, but when it dries, it'll dry as light as the ribs. It'll be pretty light. The weavers that we've dyed, they'll dry quite a bit lighter. Once you kind of get a few rows on there, you can kind of really start to get going and make time with it. Like I said, the main thing is kind of watch your shape, look at it, make sure it's not bowing out or kind of pulling in. if your weavers start to kind of dry out, because they'll start breaking on you. So I usually just leave mine in the kettle and just soak it in the water till I'm ready to start using them. And there's about a third of the way on the quiver. It's starting to really start to look good. Another item. I mean, I like to let mine. I'll do about a third of it a night or a day, and give it time for this. The weavers that you've been soaking, give it time to shrink or dry, because they will shrink. And then the next day before you start, you just take and kind of find your spot and just start working it down, making them nice and tight, because like I say, they will shrink. And the tighter you work these in here before we finish the top off, it'll make for a nice tight quiver. But there's 1/3. I'll get back with you. Here we are. We're just about halfway. Back off here so you can see the depth. We're really starting to take shape. We'll probably put maybe 1-2 more weavers around. Probably get it up to maybe right in here or so, and then we'll probably put a black and a red and a black, and we'll kind of see how that turns out. All right, we're a little over halfway. A little over halfway. We're ready to. We're going to put some of our colored weavers on. We're going to put a strip of black on and see what that looks like. Probably go strip of black, a couple strips of red, and another strip of black. Okay, here's one weaver of I call it black. I dyed it in black, but it actually came out a very dark brown. Something else I like to do, I've got, I don't have the red one all the way on yet, but you notice that you seem like you'll always have one of the main rib will kind of stick out. It'll leave a place that way you can tie your strap, your quiver strap. But if you follow this rib up and you get it like we have it here, we're about 3/4 of the way. What I like to do is, as I'm putting it right about in here, push. If you push on the weaver, you see it bows out. It goes up past the rib, and that'll leave you another spot that you can connect the top of your strap. But I always like to do that about 3/4, 7/8 of the way up, and then come around. And if you like, I mean, sometimes I'll push two of them out, one just a little bit further than the other one. But it makes for a real good place to tie your quiver strap to.